I am so excited to have you joining us here on this episode of the Ultimate Woman Show. Well, if you're new here, you're highly welcome. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also hit the notification button so you can get updates on our further episodes. We'll be discussing a very interesting topic today. So, by the way, if you are looking into building a career in the film industry, probably you want to be an actor, a producer, a director. You just love to be around movies. You love to watch movies. You're a movie enthusiast. Well, this is one episode you should watch because our guest today is a woman who is well equipped to deliver on this topic. Our topic for today is navigating career goals, industry trends, and professional growth in the film industry. And I would love to introduce my guest today to you. She is the Vice Chairman of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Delta State Chapter, the CEO of Jewels Affairs. She is a lecturer at the Film and Broadcast Academy, or ZORA, in Delta State. She is also the rector of the Jewels Film Academy. She is the MD of Renew Entertainment TV, also a real estate agent, a Nollywood actress, and a sports enthusiast. But above all, she is a mother. A woman of many feathers. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome the delectable Tessy Mukoro Daniels. Only you.
Only
your
me.
girl is loyal. I like to be like you when I grew up. And you're looking this pink, by the way. You're looking beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling so fly.
Oh, please, you should be. Good to have you here today.
Wow.
Thank you for taking our time
What
to
an
be
intro.
here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You took your time to do this.
You know me now.
Like-
I have to do my job.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you here. You're welcome. So, Tessy Mukoro Daniels, I forgot to mention, she's often regarded as Isoko's first daughter. Any other daughter? Nah, counterfeit.
How did you know? Yeah,
Interesting. Tell us about that before we get into the real gist. How did that come about? It sounds to me like a title.
I would like to make it a title someday.
I beg you. It
I'll
will
just
make a
walk
lot
up
of
to
sense.
All the king in Isoko land.
We'll
Please
just
come
have a
together,
crown, especially
Let's
for
do this
IFD.
officially.
I'm
IFD.
telling you.
Then I have a car, crest it. IFD.
You don't talk and finish.
Okay,
Let's do
it
this.
was just from a comment section of social media. One of my followers was like, this name will suit you, Isoko first daughter. And I looked at it and I was like, IFD for short.
For short, I'm
So
telling
I
you.
grab it. I love good things now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, today IFD
And
is trending.
proudly representing the Isoko nation, by the way. I love what you do. I mean, you're a clear testament of hard work, resilience, dedication to her craft, and you inspire a lot of people. I mean, the first time I had a conversation or interview with you on my radio show, I remember when you came many years ago, and listening to you talk, I just told myself, I said, this woman is grounded. We need to get to know her more and also get to know her craft more. Now, you are involved in so many things. And you look this young and beautiful. See, if anyways, let me not say anything first. But before we get into all of that, I mean, let's get to meet you.
Okay.
You know, people just know Tessy Mukoro Daniels and all of the accomplishments that you've had along the way. But we really do not know how your growing up has been. We would like to know. Take us in a little bit on how it was for you growing up.
Okay, growing up for me was exciting, also interesting, also, and with all the wahala that comes with growing up,
I'm telling
it was
you.
a mixture of all of it. I come from a humble background. My dad was a soldier, so yes, so I had the opportunity to grow amongst people that have different background, different religion, belief, and all that, moving from one state to another in the country. So it was really exciting. So because of that, I got to understand that people were different. People are unique. People are just who they are. You have to learn how to relate with people, and that really shaped my growing up. Yeah, I would really say that helped me because, hardly I won't say I'm perfect, but I just have to find a way to mingle with people and get to set boundaries and get to know this is which length I should go with this person. So that shaped me a whole lot, and I also got into the university. I studied theater arts.
Oh, interesting. Yes. No wonder now.
Yeah, so here am I today, the Tessy.
Interesting. Okay, so now let's talk about the fact that you just said you studied theater arts in school. I mean, one would think that since her father was a soldier, she should just tilt towards going to military school or something like that. But you went for acting. I mean, why did you feel the need to pursue a career in the film industry?
Okay, while growing up, one of the primary school I attended, because it wasn't just one, I told you we're moving from one state to another. Then was Iyewa, Owode, somewhere around the border as where you're crossing to Cotonou. Okay. We used to have this drama troupe, the Ogunde Theatre Drama Group, come to the school, and they will come present drama for us, do a lot of stuff, the dancing, all that. It's also interesting.
And it was entering your eye.
Yeah, so I can do this thing now. Yeah, I can do it. And I see the share up. After the whole drama thing, you see us running. We just saw welcome to drama for us. We're so attached to them. We love them. Yeah. I can get these too now. It's just to work on myself. And so that was it. And from there, it got to the church, the Catholic Dramatic Society also. So after that, I was like, let me get more skilled about this. Let me get more information about this. And one of the ways to do this is also to go to school to study it. And that was what I did. And yes.
So theater arts was your only choice?
No, law was also involved. I love law. Yes. Still, I speak with my friends and I ask some questions sometimes, like, you're talking like a lawyer. Why not do this? But before then, before I chose theater art, I also have law also in my mind. Okay. So I wanted theater art, first choice, law, second choice. And someone was like, if you be a lawyer, you won't be able to, get to do this, so like art film and be a lawyer at the same time. It was misinformation because I later find out you can be a lawyer and also, you can do the both. Okay. So I was like, since I love acting too much, theater art first choice, second choice, theater arts.
Theater arts.
That was it.
And today we are here.
Yes.
You've come a long way, really. And sometimes people tend to, disregard the story. We just celebrate the glory. Oh, she has accomplished this, in her lifetime. She has done this, she is doing that. And we celebrate with you. But sometimes we would love to also know, for us to actually have a better understanding of who you are as a person, it's important that we get to also know the story that has brought you this far. I mean, tell us about your entry into the film industry. I know being an actor today, the way it is right now, being an actor, you can just wake up in the morning and just decide, this acting thing I could like to amo. And then you're begging for passerby role. Let me just pass by now. Let me just pass by. Everybody wants to be seen.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be in the movie. But there are some things that you need to know, some things that you need to do. Can you just tell us about how it started for you moving into or starting off in the film industry?
Okay, it's, going to school to study this is one thing. Being in the field and doing it is another thing. So shortly before I got into this university, there was this drama group that also came. It was then called Daco Film Industry by Tony Edison Agbroje. He came and he was like, we can do this in Isoko since he's an Isoko man. We can. So we formed different. That was the first time I started traveling from villages in Isoko. That's how I got to know some of those villages, places like Ideze, Arade, and all. So he brought some of us together that feel we can do this. He trained us to be artistic director at that point. Yes. So so we started going into these villages. So if you have the interest to become a film person, we'll tell you this is how to face the camera, this is what to do when you're in the front of the camera. And that was also part of my growth. And after school, I got into the industry properly. Just the way I said, it's a different ball game. There are a lot of things you don't get to, I won't say they didn't teach you, but you don't get to experience while you're in the school. And there are things you get to experience while you're outside the school, because this is the real world here. So, yeah. So in the real world here, I won't want to say there are a lot of ups and downs. I won't want to say, because there are ups and downs in every business you chose, every area you want to be in life, there are ups and downs. But here and school is different. So getting into the entertainment industry properly, I learned a whole lot of things. I don't know if that's what you want me to share.
Yes, getting into the entertainment industry and then breaking into Nollywood, because a lot of times people try to get in, but they feel, oh, you have to do this. In fact, the public has been misinformed to think that if you don't sleep with one director or you not sleep with one producer, nothing for you, no film role for you, Okay. But you have been involved in a lot of movies on TV, online, and you have been doing that graciously. Tell us about that.
Okay, I got calls, sometimes DM. I want to become an actor. I love film. I want to be like you and all that. And what I tell these people mostly is, do you have the patience to be here? Can you wait for it to happen? Because nobody just come into the industry and just become a star. True. That's not the way it works. There are a whole lot of processes that comes with this whole thing. Are you ready to wait and get to this point you are admiring or you are wanting to be? Now, giving me a chance to go backward, like my life, like rewind backward. There are a lot of things I think I would have put in place to even be here, because it is a whole easier for you. Now, let me talk about something. I'm not digressing. It's just like still making an example for what I'm trying to say with this. There are people in life that come to a business point with a whole lot of money. True. There are those that people support to be in the business. True. There are also those that people refer to be in the business. So when you are coming into the film industry, which of these categories are you coming into? If I would choose, I would choose those sets that will come into the movie industry with a whole lot of money. Yes. Because that's a softer ground for you to really land. Imagine you come into the movie industry, you have plenty of money to produce your own film, to get to choose the kind of role you want to act, to get to choose those you want to be
in your movie,
to get to pay the crew that you are the boss, you are calling the shot. There are some people like that in the industry. I don't want to mention name because those ones actually started from humble background too. Or you come into the industry, you have a godfather and say, this person wants to stand by me. Or you can come into the industry and say, okay, I'm signing with this production house. I want to work with them, and they get to feature you in all the film they are producing. So it's a whole lot of work to do.
So which one did you come in through?
I come in through the one that just coming through the industry, and you don't have a godfather, you don't have the money.
You just had God and yourself.
Yes, I have God and myself.
Interesting.
And it's not easy. For you. I will tell you, it's really not easy. But it worked for me because here am I'm talking with you. Yeah, I'm with NK. Ultimate Woman. It's not easy to come this show. Yes, I'm here. It worked for me. That's why I'm here.
Exactly.
So the thing is, you not sleeping with people. I will also tell everyone it's a thing of choice. And that also have to do with desperation.
But you acknowledge it happens.
It happens. Okay. Of course, it happens. Even in the bank, it happens. It happens everywhere. I'm the owner of the job. I want to set the pace. I want to tell you this is who I'm the one choosing who I want to be. So I have the power to put you there or not to put you there. Yes. So if I give you my condition, you whether accept
you're willing to accept it or
you're not accepting it. True. But I will still ask you the question, how many people are you ready to sleep with? How many can you really sleep with? That is the question. So if you think you want to come into the movie industry, do you have the patience to actually go through these processes and choose what to do and know and what not to do? Because this whole thing will present themselves before you.
True.
So it's your own ability, choice to say, I want to sleep with him. Nobody's forcing you to do it. But you don't sleep with him, you don't get what you want, or you sleep with him. For instance, you don't still get what you want.
True.
So what I tell people that want to come into the industry is like, one, if I ask you about your patients, the next thing I ask you, what's your background? How far are you prepared for this? Because I was on a set one day, role was given to this girl, like do this. She couldn't. Immediately she was discarded, like someone else took the role. If she had prepared for it, that was an opportunity that just presented itself. Like she would just grab it from 1+1. You're doing here, you don't know. Referrals will start coming, and she's good at what. So are you patient? Are you trained for what you want to do?
So the training is also important.
Very important. Yes, very, very important.
Because now you went to school to study theater arts. It's good a thing that today we have a lot of talented people, right? And I can act. I have a flair. I can do this. It's in my DNA. It's in your DNA. But are you trained for it? That's another thing, because you might be given that role then, and then you flop. What then happens, right? So are you saying now that before you decide to build a career in the film industry, the entertainment industry, you must have some sort of training?
Yes, I really advise everyone to do so. Even if you don't want to go study it at school like the way I did, there are vocational courses, there are seminars. You understand? There are even online training you can go and research. The beautiful thing is this: get a background in whatsoever you are doing. You understand? Let me use the makeup artist to actually describe what I'm talking about here. You see some makeup artists just come and they get into the business and say, I want to become a makeup artist. And you just go to somewhere, they teach you how to do the makeup. Now, if they don't teach you, you won't know it. And secondly, if you don't do upgrade on upgrade to get to know that there are makeups for different occasions,
true,
you won't know what to apply. And there are makeup to... Now, the ones we have in the industry are also different. If those ones are not trained alongside with the industry ethics to know that the makeup for you to do to make someone look beautiful or to alter the face to somebody else, you won't know all that. So coming into the industry, you need to know when they say cut, you need to know the meaning. When they say stand by, you need to know what the director is saying. When they say take it from this point, when they say from TOP, those languages that has to do with the industry, you just need to know it. Yeah. Be familiar with them. You don't need to go do all studies, because there are some persons that are really born talented. Yeah, some persons are like that, but know what you are doing.
All right, know what you are doing. Now let's talk about the perception in the industry. Some weeks back, the legendary Ngozi Ezonu talked about something that went viral, and everyone started talking about it and giving their opinions. I recall you were there that day.
Yeah.
Right. I was there. Okay, so now those girls dressed the way they felt they wanted to come and dress. Because to me, like I told people when I was discussing with my people, I said, it may have been born out of a perception they have. Because going into the industry, they feel you must look a certain kind of way. You must be a certain kind of way. After all, they are role models. They are dressing like that. So how come they are chasing us away because we are dressing like that? I mean, you can just put on a crop top and a bomb shirt and just go for an interview. As long as the director is happy with what he's seeing, he can get me casted and the rest of it. Now, tell us about the importance of, dressing the way you want to be addressed. Now, we all know the entertainment industry can be very flexible. You can do whatever you want to do, but then there should be some form of decorum, right? So tell us about, your appearance, dressing the way you ought to be addressed, especially when you're looking for a certain kind of role.
Okay, the fact is this, what I said earlier, if you're trained for what you're doing, you will get to understand that there are occasions or they are dressing for every of these occasions. I tell some people, especially when I see them walking on the street and almost naked, what comes to my mind, like, what are you really trying to achieve looking like this? Or when you come on social media sometimes and you're not promoting something, you're not advertising something, or you're not playing a role for something, or you just feel you could just come and put on whatsoever you want and you want to display something. The question now is, what's your motive? What do you really hope to achieve with this? If you're really trained and a trained actor, you should know that they are dressing for every occasion. What we say about the costume, we say costume is more vocal than words. The reason why we say costume is more vocal than words, mind you, costumes are the things that actors put on to actually, play their role. If we say costume, it's more vocal than words, meaning for every dress you put on, there is something someone is seeing you dressed like that. That's why sometimes you could see trying to disguise in movie, you will see armed robbers putting up costume like a Reverend Father robe, a Reverend Sister robe. You understand?
Disguise,
And they are carrying guns. They are traveling with it.
True.
But when you see normally a Reverend Sister, what comes into your mind? This person is godly. This person is fine, holy. So even as a police officer, you will not want to interrupt such people or get to stop them. Sister, father, and they are gone. They are doing something else. So if you put on such things to a place where they are doing casting and feel because you're dressed like that, it will just be easy for you. Just the way I said. Some people, some producers, some directors, they will go ahead and sleep with you, but we still not give you the role. Because film is business. Yes, I won't put on my millions into something and because you feel you spread your leg for me and your face will not even sell the film, so why will I give you the role? We've seen situations where people come to location, they stay for like 1 week, they've not done anything. We've seen other situations whereby you even at the end of the day, you will not see yourself in the movie because you feel you want to use your body to get something. No. So there are dresses for every occasion. Fine. You can't go to the church dressed like you're going to the club. You can't dress like you're going to a basketball field like you're going to the club. So just know what to wear. Then those costumes you even see actors putting on, because you have this notion that actors are weird people. They are very wide. They can wear what so. They are for acting purpose. They are called costume for us. Because at that point, the script is saying I should act like a prostitute. You don't expect me to dress like a Reverend Sister when I'm playing the role of a prostitute. The film is saying, go and seduce your boss. Of course, my skirts need to be short and exposing some of my cleavage. I'll go there and say, boss, I'll do my thing. At the end of so you don't wear it and walk on the road.
You are. Yeah.
You don't walk it. You don't wear those things and walk on the road. For who? Or wear it and go for an interview. We obviously fail. So that's what I said. If those guys are new, they are dresses to wear to such places, the director will still see you and admire you and like you.
True. I'm sure you are listening though, because this is a very interesting one. Now, you are the vice chairman of the Actors Guild of Nigeria. I mean, tell us about that. How did that come about? I'm really interested because it's a miracle.
Another miracle. You see, I introduced myself as that, or people get to introduce me. I would just laugh like, Tessy, how did this happen? The industry is big, Delta State is big, and we have plenty of entertainers here, actors that are in Delta State that are working in Delta State. You happen to be the second person in command. It's a miracle. Just the way I'll say, like, I just tell people that you want to go somewhere, you know where you are going to.
Yeah.
It may really take time. But I think if you work on it, if you really channel your energy towards that one thing which you want to achieve, there's nothing really impossible. You can. Yes, you can. So getting to that position just actually happened like a dream. It came from some of these things I do. You know, yes, one of those occasions, the chairman of the state presently, that was his first tenure. So you permitted to contest twice.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so but this is my first time in the office. So he was like, your Isoko Award night event, I said, Chairman, please attend now. At least let me honor you. You're the number one man in the state. He came to the show. After he experienced what happens, like, wow, girl, you're doing this here. Why not do something like this for us in the state? I was like, how? Please don't start. Don't give me more stress. I already have plenty of things on my table. So he called. He was like, they're selling form now. Come and take form for PRO. I said, I won't be able to do it. The point is, your PRO needs to be close to you. I'm in Ole. You are in Asaba. So how do we work together? He said, I know you can do it. I didn't. 2 months went by. The form was almost getting late. And he called again, like, take the one for Vice. I said, that one is even more higher, like too close to you. Yeah. And funny enough, it's like a joke. I went to Asaba, got to discuss with him and some other persons, and the national president were also involved. Like, okay, fine. Why not give it a try? If you win, this is it. We saw the things you've been doing. Fine. You can let's just use this opportunity to also bring your impact into the industry too. Yeah. And I got the form, and funny enough, here we are today.
So tell us, what are some of the job roles you have taken on as the vice chairman?
Okay, as the vice chairman, I'm almost also like the chairman too.
Oh,
yes, okay. Because sometimes if the chairman is not around, I preside over meetings. Once it's not there, the next person to act is me. And once it's there, I mostly act as his personal assistant. A PA.
That one self day.
Yes, because you understand. Yeah. So from the background, I can advise, I can suggest, but he actually is the person that will say, let's go ahead. That's his position. I can only assist. That's why I'm his vice, like his subordinate, his support system to him. Yes.
Interesting. Now, like I said earlier, you're a woman of many feathers. You have a lot of things that you do, a lot of job roles you take on. You know, the greatest resource that a man could ever have is his time, right? Let's talk about time management. Now, you have to split your time between looking after your son, being the CEO, being the vice chairman, being the lecturer. How do you manage your time in all of this and still look this fresh? Tell us about that.
Okay, when people really say, I need a lot of time, mostly what you're talking about or what you really need is not a lot of time. You need a lot of planning. That's what you need. Yes. The point is, if you have plenty of things you're doing, if you're properly planned, you can achieve them. It's like getting to set goals for yourself and say, today, I need to be here, I need to be here, I need to be here. At the end of the day, you may have like 5 goals to achieve that very day. And if you can do 4, I would say that's perfect. That's a pass mark. Yes, but sometimes you can also get stressed. Yeah, tired, especially when the schedules are just packed. Yes, jam-packed to each other, and you just have to have time for yourself. Like yesterday, I have to wake up as early as possible. Okay. I went to Ole, got to the Bible site, went back to Ole. Today, I have to still get up as early as possible. I need to be in Warri. I need to be here. I need to be in my son's school. Are you seeing it? So we are humans. You get tired. But what I really think you need is not a whole lot of time, because the time is for everybody. For those that are achieving things, it's the same time they have as you. Just proper planning. Plan, yeah, you can achieve.
Proper planning. So if you plan your time properly, you can actually achieve whatever you want to achieve. All right, I wanted to quickly speak to those who are looking to building a career in the film industry. I mean, there are some qualities that such persons, I think, should possess. You know, tell us about some of those qualities, and also what would be like your advice to young people watching you right now, saying, oh, I would love to be like her, I would love to be where she is today, I would love to do the things she's doing. What would be your advice to inspire young people?
Okay, what I always say is this. 90% of what we become is within us. The remaining 10 are those things we just went out to reach out or to get to help us aid or become who we really want to become. Meaning for everything you really want to become, the decision first starts with you. It's with you. You know, people see me sometimes do some things and get to question me like, how? How were you able to pull this? How did you do this? Now, the point is, it's not that I don't get scared when I set these goals for myself. But the question is, I tell myself that if these fail, 90% the blames of this failure is on me. Then 10 are other factors. And judging by 10 and 90, it is me. Yes, I should take the blame for failing. So those that want to really come into the movie industry, I think the movie industry is one of the lucrative industry right now. Yes, doing very well. Yes, the content creators section and those that are really into the movie properly, those that are into hosting of events and all, it's really paying off if you know how to really channel your audience. Yes, one thing is for you to shoot a film, another thing is for you to channel your audience. Who are your audience? Yes. So when you really want to become all this, I think firstly, just the way I said, 90% comes from you. Are you willing to go through this? Do you have the patience? Nobody become a star overnight, meaning there are a lot of sacrifices. You know, becoming an actor is something I also still tell some of my students. It's like you building a house. You're building a house from the start. You get the land. It's your money you're using to get the land. You get the land, you get an engineer to draw the plan for you. It's still your money you're using. Then the engineer comes to site and start working with other workers. Who is paying the workers? It's still your money you are paying the workers. You roof the house, do your finishing touches. At the end of the day, you know when you start earning? It's when a tenant move into the house.
True. Yes. True, and that could take a while.
Yes, that's why you need to be patient about. So if you really don't have the patience and because like I have a poor background, I want to become a star so that I take care of them. More. You can't just start taking care of them.
Wait.
There are processes you need to go through to take care of them. Are you ready to wait? Do you have what it takes to go through? You need to go to auditions. Yes. You need to go sell yourself and say, I can. People don't really patronize you in the industry until they see the value you can bring to it. Yeah. So do you have what it takes to really get through to that point? So our advice when you want to do this, just think about these processes I just told you. You need to put in, you need to keep putting in until it pays off. And when it pays off, wow, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to be, yes. Yeah. It is.
Interesting. Okay, so while we try to round up now, I believe the entertainment industry today is laced with a lot of challenges. There is no easy going easy piece cake, going on anywhere. You have to really put in the work. But as a woman who have come this far, I'm sure as a woman you must have experienced some kind of challenges here and there. Let me ask, have you ever been rejected a role? Have you ever rejected a role? Sorry.
Okay, if I've rejected a role.
Have you ever rejected a role before?
Yes, I have.
Why? What happened?
Okay. Reason I rejected the role. I'm not the script writer. I won't tell you what to write. You know the story you want to sell. You understand? I'm not the director that will call the shots and paint the picture into reality. I'm not. But there's some kind of role you see and you get to question what is the scriptwriter thinking? We have fiction, we have none, but at the end of the day, what story is this script really telling? Why should we even do this? That was the reason I rejected it, because to me the script wasn't really making sense. Yes. And not making sense, I also ask questions like the other people that are going to get involved in this script too. At the end of the day, there's some kind of script you do and it ends up in the cupboard. Yes, so why bring out your resources and do what you know you can really put out there?
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so tell us about some of these challenges, that is, bedeviling entertainment industry, specifically the film industry. What are some of these challenges and what do you think should be done about it?
Okay, presently, you agree with me that the film industry, especially the one in Nigeria, it's not where it used to be.
Exactly.
People are evolving, like things are changing. People are wanting to, do what the standard of the world we really see and accept. You understand? So, challenges are really basically the kind of film we do, the kind of equipment we use in doing the film we do, the flexibility of the actors mostly involving in the film. You understand? Locations mostly involved in the film. Like for instance, you leave the city, you could go to a place, there's no network, you need to be there for some days to achieve something. Yeah. So I really think the challenges, apart from finances, which I think the government needs to do something about, because Western world, we know that a lot of their films are being taken care, if not totally sponsored, yes, by some big bodies. I wouldn't say just the government alone. Yeah, so apart from financial problem, challenges we'll face are also with equipment, with the kind of story we tell. When I mean the kind of story we tell, I'm not saying we're not telling the right story. Yes, because someone was telling me that I don't watch Nigeria film because your story, you people could sit at the. I could just stand watch. I can start watching it. I'll just tell you what we happen at the end.
I used to feel that way.
Yeah, because of that. Feel that way. Because of that, I don't want to watch your story. But
I could tell the end of the story from the beginning.
Yeah, but I also still tell them that most things that happen in Africa, you can also tell us the ending from looking at the scenario. Yes, you can tell us the ending because this is who we are. Yes, we are not the Westerner. We are Africans. Yeah. Are you understanding it? Yeah. In African setting, we have this communal belief, communal gathering. I can come to your house without even telling you and expect you accept me. Yes, of course. Why will you ask me to go? Am I not your friend? Yeah. Am I not your sister? Yeah. Why will you call me before you come to the house? That's not who we are. You understand? So when people want us to tell story the way the Western tell their own story, I ask questions like, how? I don't get.
Are we like them?
Are we like them? Do we have the same governments with them? Are we
you have to ask questions.
No. So I can tell you, if I see a child going wrong in Africa, I can say the end of this child will be an arm robber. Like you're going to end up
because that's just how it works.
Fine. So if you watch my film and you are telling me what will happen in there, how is that the problem?
like as if I care. I know it will be like problem.
That. What we should be concerned about is how well is the story.
The stories.
Yes, how well is it being told?
Yeah, I think Nigerian movies, the Nollywood industry right now is really gearing up. We are beginning to take our place, with competing with the likes of Hollywood and the rest of them. But just before we go, I would love to ask you this one question. Now, you would agree with me that, then people feel, oh, an actor is a big boy, it's a big girl. He has a lot of money. He's driving the cool cars and everything. So they feel there is money in acting. There is money in the industry. But then recently we have seen a kind of deviation. Someone would think, oh, actors are being paid handsomely. They have a very huge, budgeting and the rest of them. But these days, what do we see? We see a lot of actors now going independent. We have our own TV, we have the YouTube channels, we have our own TVs where we produce our own movies. We see actors now going into production. Would you say in a way that kind of underscores the fact that it's not like it used to be before, where actors can just dwell on their salary, what they get from the movies they act and they're okay? Or they have to go the extra mile of being producers and having their own movies. I wouldn't want to call their names, but they're everywhere. Almost every actor now has a YouTube TV, and they're acting their own movies. So what would you say is the deviation?
Even the world is not what it used to be.
Exactly.
Everyone is changing.
The world is changing.
Yes. This is the real life. This is reality. You understand? Being an actor alone
Not feed you.
can get you this nice treatment from people.
So you can have the fame and not the money.
Treatment. You can, yes, you can have the fame and not the money.
Okay.
VVIP treatments, people see you and want to worship you. Oh, I want your fame. Can I do a selfie with you? That's all it brings to you. And sometimes even the money they pay you will not be enough to take care of you to the point where you have to wait for another movie role to come. Remember, it's a job.
Yeah.
So you do one this month, you might not be lucky enough to have another one before the month runs out. So how will that money sustain you? So what most of them are coming to realize now is reality. This is the reward. One business alone cannot really give you all it takes these days. You understand? That's why I even advise people. I said if I want to come into the industry, like newly, I want to come from the point where I have a lot of money. This is what I'm also trying to say at that point. You understand? If you take movie as a side also, I even think it pays more. Have a business you're doing. Yes. You can take it as a full-time business only when you're a producer. Jobs. Yes, when you're the one that is in charge, you're paying. Meaning before you even become a producer, you should have the money to do that. Level, or you have a sponsor somewhere like executive producer giving you the money and you're doing all that. So the point is just balance it up. Being an actor alone these days will not sustain you. Have business as backup. That's why you see people come. What they gain here is this. They gain this face to do the business.
Okay.
Yes, you will believe me more when I come to sell something to you than someone that, I won't say the person does not have something to lose. Yes, somebody that you truly do not know to some point. Yeah. If I come to tell you about a business right now, I'll be scared of my personality. I'll be scared that if something go wrong with the business, at the end of the day, people will start saying things about my personality, which I don't want to be like that. So it gives you this level to come into any business you want to explore. You have the face already. So use the face to make more money. Do something else.
Use the face to make more money. Interesting. So lastly, let's come to you as a mother. We have talked about you as an actor. Now let's come to you as a mother. You have a son, a very beautiful boy. How old is he now?
It's 11.
11. Wow, interesting. Yeah. All right. And you're always showing up for him. I mean, I see the way you gush about him all the time. And I love the fact that you are still able to still keep up, following his life and also making sure that you're there for him at every point in time. Tell us about him being a single mother. Of course, it's not been easy. I wouldn't dispute that fact. It's not been easy, but you've been able to still build on that and still carry that shoulder high, knowing fully well that this boy is a great blessing to me, right? So tell us about being a single mother in this age and time, having to do with all the roles that you have to put on. How has it been for you putting this all together?
To be honest, not really been very easy. Not been very easy. But the point is, I brought him forth.
Sure. You have to be there for him.
It's my responsibility. Even if I have, you don't have. You understand? These kids don't know that. They don't know. They don't know you don't have.
Mommy does not have.
They don't want to hear that one. That one, it's my rights. I need this. They want to have it. I need it. So it's really not been easy. But I want to thank God for the kind of family I come from. I want to really thank God for the kind of people around me. Giving birth to him, that early stage of his life, my mom was absolutely there. Absolutely there. So I didn't really have that much burden to say I'm tied here to look after him because I need to be here to do something. She was there to you need to go. Okay, fine, don't worry. I'll take care of him for you. Then I lost my mom. And yes, I lost my mom 5 years ago. And then baby was is 11 now, so we should be able to do the mathematics. Sorry, I'm not good with numbers, except when it comes to money.
It's
when
fine.
It comes to money, I'm good with numbers.
I know.
So I was also blessed with someone that Christabel. She's also here with me too.
Oh, okay.
So Christabel was there. When I moved to Asaba newly, I left my boy with Christabel for good 2 years. Do I just go? I'll go and just check on them and come back. But that's confidence, knowing that I could leave him with someone to do what I want to do was really wow, like out of this world. So that's why I say I didn't do it all alone. I want to also thank the people around me. And now he's growing. He's in the boarding school. So I don't even have that... I don't have the time to complain of I need to be with, all I need to do is to follow up what's happening in the school, and it's a good school at that, and today I need to be there for him again too. So
Wow, it's been a great time of listening to the very delectable Tessy Mukoro Daniels. I'm sure her life has, inspired you a great deal, just as it has inspired mine as well. Well, ma'am, it's such a pleasure having you here. I mean, I could go on and on and on just talking to you here. I mean, it just gives me so much joy. But I would love you to give, before you go, like a vote of thanks to your fans, those watching you right now. Just and of course you can give us your handle, where can we find you, your works and everything. Yeah.
Okay, to my family, I'm grateful. Like, thank you so much for the love. You see those comments you guys drop sometimes?
You used to give her butterflies in her belly.
Yeah, that happens to be some of the triggers. Like I want,
I can imagine.
those DMs. You're doing well. You honestly, the
yeah.
encouragement. I want to say I'm grateful. Thankful to everyone that is following me on my social media handles. I also have a YouTube channel, Tess TV YouTube channel. Then social media, I do Tessy Mukoro. Then I have a page, Isoko First Daughter.
Yes. If you're not following Isoko First Daughter, you're on a long
thing. Yeah, so that's where I dropped most of the things I do.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. Just do well to follow me.
Continue.
Yeah, follow me. And keep encouraging me. Yes.
Continue sharing the love.
Yes.
There's enough love to go around for everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on my set.
Yeah.
It's been an honor having you. I mean, I couldn't imagine you coming all the way, but you did for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, beautiful NK.
Thank you so much. And of course,
the little with the microphone.
Please, what's on my head? What's on my head?
Microphone vibes.
Thank you so
the
much.
carpet vibes.
My shoulder part is increasing. My shoulder part is increasing.
Thanks for having me here.
You so much.
You.
Thank
No,
you
you
so
have a lot
much.
of people you could have, but I'm here. Thank you.
Of course, because you're special, of course. That's why you're here. And of course, to you, our viewers, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of The Ultimate Woman. I'm sure you've learned a lot from what Tessy has said. And if you are looking into going into the film industry, a lot of words of advice has been given to you already. If I were you, I'll build on that and see how I can upgrade myself and my craft. All right, thank you so much. The Ultimate Woman is proudly brought to you by Tams Empire Global Entertainment, and also you can do also subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Ultimate Woman with NK, and hit the notification button so you can get updates on our future episodes. Until I come your way again same time on The Ultimate Woman Show with NK, keep it locked in. Bye for now.